I feel like as women we struggle with the word no. No, I can't do this for you. No, I won't go on a date with you. No, I'm busy today. If society has its way, which often it does, women would be people-pleasing and miserable from the day they arrive on this planet until the day they leave. Luckily, many women have the capacity to be critical of the life society has planned out for us. I, for example, realise that I don't need to be the sweet little girl society wants me to be. By society, I mean mainstream media. I mean film and television. I also mean capitalism and patriarchy. All of these project an idea of the perfect woman out into the world for every woman to see and compare themselves and other women to. It is toxic, and not to mention boring. If all women were slim, pretty, white, cisgendered, straight, tolerant doormats, and good in the kitchen, this world would be a very dull place. So this brings me on to my checklist. Because many of us women have been conditioned into wanting to be this perfect woman, many of us in the process have become yes women. Yes, of course I can do this for you. Yes, I will stop everything I'm doing and I will come right now. Yeah, she's my best friend. Is she? Is she really your best friend? Or have you never thought about how valuable your time is? How lucky anyone is to have your attention? Have you realised that society has taught you to be a yes woman? That means a woman that can't turn people down, that can't set healthy boundaries, that can't be blunt if they need to be. I was a yes woman for many years, and I think at times I still am. That is, until I realise what I'm doing and I snap myself out of it. It can be difficult to fall into these patterns. They are laid out for us. They are a trap. That is why I think many of us should have a checklist, so we can literally see the characteristics that we want in friends and in relationships. So I've made a list quite recently, and I actually found it was really easy to write. However, if 2019 Alessia tried to write this list, I think it would have been a very different story. I have come closer to understanding my authentic self, my deeper self, my true self, who I am and who I want to be. So I'm now able to focus on who I want to attract. So I have done a list based on my values and aspirations. Obviously, nobody is perfect, so I'm not going to expect that someone's going to walk into my life and embody all of the aspects on my list. But I will only entertain people and keep people in my life that do have elements from my list. Anyway, I will read it out to you. Oh, do bear in mind, this is very personal, so everyone's list should look different. I've got it at the back of my journal because I thought, do you know what? I think it's the kind of thing I need to see every day to remind myself. This is the list. By the way, this is a vegan suede diary. It's really nice. So the first characteristic is vegan, or they just have a respect for animals. And the next one is kind of similar, so they care about the planet and they admire nature. Deep/thoughtful, passionate about something, motivated, aware and frustrated about societal structures, so patriarchy, capitalism, homophobia, racism, transphobia, sexism, all those things. I want to be able to talk about these things with my friends. Talks about their interests and can get personal and vulnerable, in brackets, open up. They can get serious. That is similar to deep and thoughtful. I like having deep conversations, even if we don't have these really obvious similar interests, like they might be into scuba diving, but if they can really talk about it and teach me things, it's great, and I like that. I like a passionate person. But I also need someone that has time and an interest in me. So they ask me thoughtful questions about my life, my passions and my struggles. So it's someone that's going to be like, you're bi, how was that? What was the process like? Do you feel happier in yourself now? I'm happy to get into that. I want to get into that. A level of understanding and compassion for people's mental health, especially anxiety, because I have anxiety and I cannot, and this is a must. They can be compassionate and they can be there for me, and they take everything I say with a pinch of salt when they know I'm anxious. So I need that from everyone in my life. Independent, so they don't need me, so they don't always expect me to be there if they want to go clubbing or speak on the phone, or I'm not going to be there like that. I don't want anyone that expects that. So I need my space respected and boundaries respected, and just my general independence. Communication. They can set their own boundaries and explain when they're upset without name calling or accusing or chatting behind my back. So there's no need to go to another friend to explain why one friend is not being a good friend. It doesn't make sense. Just go to the person. Cut out the middleman. Positive. Generally speaking, positive attitude to life and situations. I love positive people because I feel like people's energies and personalities are very infectious almost. They kind of dictate the mood, and if I'm with someone positive, I genuinely start to look at all the good things that are going on around me. So maybe the weather's nice, these drinks are really yummy, I can't wait for lockdown to fully lift, you know what I mean? Respects themselves. This is a really important one actually. So looks after themselves perhaps through meditation or spiritual practices, food, positive self-talk, and maybe they can cut out negative people in their lives. I think this is always a really clear sign that someone respects themselves, if they can, just get rid of people like that if they know that they're not adding to their life. I actually look for people that can do that. I fully intend on treating all my friends well, so it's not a worry for me that they're going to cut me out, and if they do, then we're not clicking, you know? That's my list. Hopefully that's given you some inspiration. Perhaps you ticked off a lot of my characteristics and you want to hit me up in the DMs and be my friend. Feel free to pop up. I hope you found this helpful. I just think women deserve so much more than they get from people, but also from themselves. So I think we need more lists. Anyway, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, most importantly. That is, if you have the time and if you like me. No harm if not. Have a lovely day anyway.